Today is Tuesday, June 29th. My name is Jennifer Heidinga, and this is Wilderness Wanderings. Today our text comes from Matthew 22. Jesus replied, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it, love your neighbor as yourself." Verses 37 to 39. Service is embedded in the second greatest commandment, to love your neighbor as yourself. So, what exactly does that mean? The interpretations of this sentence could be numerous, but what it comes down to is that service is being the hands of Christ by offering our resources, our time, our gifts, and even our influence to nurture others, administer justice, protect, and care for others. When I think of the word service, the first image that pops into my mind is that of Jesus washing his disciples' feet. Pure and honest humility. When he is finished, he asks his disciples, "Do you understand what I have done for you? You call me teacher and Lord, and rightly so, for that is what I am. Now that I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also should wash one another's feet. I have set you an example that you should do as I have done for you. Very truly I tell you, no servant is greater than his master, nor is a messenger greater than the one who sent him. Now that you know these things, you will be blessed if you do them." John 13, verses 12 to 17. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Everybody can be great because anybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love." Luther had it right. Service is a soul generated by love. Love for all the people of the earth, whether rich or poor, black or white, man or woman, or anyone else. At the root of service is the ability to see another person as a human being worthy of love, respect, and honor. Jesus saw his disciples not as lowly or outcasts of society, but as respectable men of honor. Men with whom honor wasn't resplendent when Jesus called them, but through his example, his teaching, and his service, like the washing of their feet, they grew to become more than they could have ever imagined. All because Jesus saw them and their stories and loved them anyway. Love your neighbor as yourself. What does it mean practically to love your neighbor as yourself? It often means leaving your comfort zone in order to risk yourself in the act of service. Like some of the other disciplines, service can be a vulnerable place, one in which you see what is really inside of yourself and whether you are willing to walk the walk and not just talk the talk. Service invites us into a place where interruptions aren't a bother, but an opportunity to do good toward others. Some among us serve throughout the city for organizations, and that is valuable and necessary in order for Christ to be displayed in our Christian community and community at large. For others, that may not be presently possible, and service might be as simple as walking across the street or across the hallway and asking someone how you can help them today and taking time to check in with them. You might be surprised by the answer. Service is not a way to measure up, to pay our Christian dues, or as something to lord over others, or to act as a replacement for reading the Word of God and intimacy with God. Service is a reaching out to others with the radical love of Christ and not worrying about what others think of us in the process. As we follow Jesus with increasing intimacy, service becomes the norm and not something we have to search out, because where Jesus is, there his Spirit is also. As you journey on, may the peace of the Lord Christ go with you wherever he may send you. May he guide you through the wilderness, protect you through the storm. May he bring you home rejoicing at the wonders he has shown you. May He bring you home rejoicing once again into our doors.